Good morning, American Jiu-Jitsu. We are at 4th degree black belt, tape 13. I hope you're staying home healthy and safe. The world seems like it's starting to open up. We're hopefully looking for a target date of July 15th. We are in phase 4 we're looking for. And today we're gonna do a review tape. So these videos are really not technically training tapes as much as they are review tapes, really meant for people that train within American Jiu-Jitsu, but welcome to all. And if you see something you like, check us out when we reopen and come down and take a free class. If you have a question, please feel free to email me at americanjiujitsuli@gmail.com, and I'll be glad to answer any of your questions. If you want to see these videos, go to American Jiu-Jitsu LA Facebook group, American Jiu-Jitsu LA YouTube. We have this full library, and also go to ajjcenters.com, which is our website, which will give you our virtual training. We'll continue to do that until we reopen up. So if you watched any of these tapes, American Jiu-Jitsu is not an art that we teach weapons, but we teach what I would call street weapons. We teach how to use a knife, we teach how to use a club, and we also teach the fundamentals of a gun. The reason is Jiu-Jitsu, American Jiu-Jitsu is a combative art. It's an art meant for self-defense, not meant for competition. So sometimes when people hear the word Jiu-Jitsu, they kind of confuse it with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is a wonderful, beautiful art that is meant for competition, that of course can be street effective, but that's not what it's geared for. It's geared for the competition. So our art is what I always say, is an art without any rules, and it does basically traditionally come from the Japanese Jiu-Jitsu, my Japanese background with my instructors, and then I Americanized it as I grew after 51 years in this art. So what you're learning today comes from my Arnis training, actually, where we do stick fighting, where in Arnis, everything is based on, the basic Arnis is all based on 1 through 5 attacks, or what they refer to as cinco terros. So what happens here, the reason why Arnis and Jiu-Jitsu seem to be a beautiful blend is because of the angular positioning of the systems. So both systems kind of are very easily intertwined. So in this case, they're going to attack us with a stick, but the difference is we have a stick also. We might have a stick because it might be a cane. It might be a weapon that we picked up because we saw somebody drew a weapon on us, or it might be an umbrella. What the difference is here is that we can contain the stick without infighting, which you've already learned on a previous tape, but now we can contain them by controlling their fingers. The good thing about fingers is that when you control the fingers, you control the rest of the body. And if for some reason you control those fingers and it didn't control the body, bang, we just hit you with the stick. So we're in somewhat of a controlled submissioning type of a head here, is why we would use these techniques. They are what we call 1 through 5 cinco terros attacks, and a yubidori, or a finger self-defense technique. We have 5 of them we're gonna do on this tape. All right, we have Shihan, Kathy, and Billy, as always, here assisting with these tapes. We thank them. We're still socially distancing. We thank them for all the participation. Wouldn't be able to do these tapes if I didn't have them. So let's do number 1 attack, cinco terros, or the basic infighting defense. But now we're going to strike with a short strike to the face to cancel out that free hand. We're going to bring this hand right back, and then we're going to clamp down on those fingers. It's tremendously painful, what you're about to watch, but it looks like it's absolutely nothing. So let's look at the technique from here. Boom, strikes, and then brings it right down, puts those fingers, that thumb, right in between, presses pressure on that thumb, and pretty much it's a closed case after that. Let's look at that one more time. Strike, strike, now just brings it back, boom. And at that point, Kathy, can you let go? No, she can't let go. So, you know, it's like my favorite movie, when they say leave and they say no, and then they tell them to leave and says, well, now you can't leave. When we put these people in this movement, or a person in this movement, or an opponent in this movement, you can't let go, because now you're locked in. Let's look at number 2. From here, as it comes out, he's going to strike with a short strike to the face to cancel out that free. He's going to weave it underneath. He's going to turn the hand. The thumb now is caught, and putting both hands on, he's going to put that pressure. And again, there's no way Kathy can let go with that technique. Let's look at that one more time. All right, from here, strike, brings it around, and bang, locks it up. Very, very painful technique if you're not familiar with the kind of pain that you're dealing with. Number 3 is just a low version of number 1. Remember, 1 and 3 and 2 and 4 are just low versions. So we've got 1, 2 attack, 3 attack, 4 attack, and 5 attack. This will be number 3, the low version of 1. So from here, bang, he does a short strike, comes underneath, and now he elongates the fingers, bang, and locks the person up right there, okay? So it's a technique that now is taking those 4 fingers. So in the beginning, the first couple ones, we dealt with the thumb, and now we elongated underneath those fingers to create that yubidori type pin. Yubidori just means finger pin, okay? Now we're gonna bring the leg over the top, not because we have to, because we could, okay? So it's a low version, bang, strike. He has the pain right here, but now, because of another attacker, he's gonna walk around over the head, and from here he could break that person's arm. Boom, he could pull up on the sticks, causing back pressure. So you might wanna walk over because another attacker is coming, and it gives him another sense of direction. He could end the technique early, or he could do the technique that you just saw. We always try to build different options as you advance, so we're not just keeping you limited to that one. All right, let's look at that one more time. Strikes from here, comes over the top, brings the leg around, and snaps that arm. Okay, now number 5, the difference here with number 5 is we're going to strike. 5 is very similar to what we did on number 3. We're going to block, but now we could do this, which we've done most, but now we're just gonna show you the use of the butt. Remember, the stick has the butt, the shaft, and the tip as the weapon. So here we're gonna block, bang, hit the person with the butt, dig into that hand, and now we're gonna come into a yubidori like we did on number 3, but now we're gonna, because the person pulls the hand back, we're gonna bring it to a tie-in with a technique that you learned down at brown belt called the shihu nage. So from here, as he does the technique, he comes in, uses the butt, bang, comes underneath the hand, see, he elongates the fingers, comes around, and goes right into that shihu nage technique. This technique works great when that person pulls that hand back. So let me let them review it one more time. Just go through 1 through 5 to get a chance to see it demonstrated, and that'll be the conclusion of this tape. So number 1, boom, right there. There's your thumb. There's your pressure. Number 2, from here, boom, he hits, comes over, and there's the pressure. Beautiful. Number 3, he elongates those fingers now. From here, bang, underneath, rips and elongates. Now, he could do the shihu nage if he chose to here, but we're not going to do that because we're building technique. Number 4, he's going to do just like he did with 2, but he's going to bring the leg over the top, bang, and number 5, he's going to come up through the middle, and now he's going to use the elongation as well as the shihu nage. Comes underneath, elongates, comes around, and there's your shihu nage. We try to make the art replicating whatever you might use in a street situation. So if there's a weapon that's being used against you and you can grab a weapon to defend yourself, you do so, okay? We can stick fight or we can manipulate. Usually when you manipulate wrists and arms and legs and fingers, it's because you feel you can. You normally wouldn't do that if you had a combative situation where you weren't able to grab control of those fingers. Listen, the world's a new place. They say social distancing, all right? But yet I see people are always very close, and usually when people are attacking, they're grabbing, they're punching. So that's why jiu-jitsu is an infighting art. It kind of goes against everything with the social distancing, but I guess you got to worry about the repercussions of being close to that attacker later on, and hopefully maybe hold your breath when you're defending yourself, I'm not sure. But the reality is, it's about knowing what to do. In today's panic times with all these demonstrations, self-defense is a stock that's going up, all right? You need to learn how to defend yourself. People call me all day long and say, what do I do? Well, if you stay in your house, you're gonna be good until they open up the whole world. You won't have to worry about any of this. But if you're gonna go out there, realize that these people are angry and they do have something to say, and we respect that. But you got to protect yourself. So as soon as we open up, check us out, American Jiu-Jitsu LI Facebook group, American Jiu-Jitsu LI YouTube, and AJJ Centers for our Zoom training. And always email me if you like at americanjiu-jitsu-li@gmail.com. We appreciate you viewing the tape. These are review tapes more than educational tapes. If you have any questions, please feel free to shoot us an email. Again, thank you and Kathy Billy for helping us out. We'll see you on the next tape. In the meantime, until they tell you otherwise, stay home healthy and safe, enjoy the beautiful weather, and have a great day, people. Thank you.